Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dharma, and this message is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, anybody that was drawn to this message. What's going on? There's going to be an extended for this. The link for that will be in the box below to Vimeo, or you can join us on members and participate in all of these shenanigans. Okay, and all of the extendeds over there are unlimited as well. All right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Gemini's my North Node. What do we have coming in? Oh, one fell on the ground. Ace of Swords. You want the truth? I'm going to give you the truth. It feels mind-blowing. It feels like there's something in Gemini's life, a repeated pattern, something that has been... I was going to say rock solid because this is a monument. It looks like the Washington Monument, the big white one. But there is, I heard if you want the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth. And it feels like this could be an ancestor or something like that talking to Gemini. There is, that's Seven of Cups, but it's like a child looking up. Like, tell me the truth. I just need to have final clarity. It feels like there's a lot of people who are resonating with this reading who are like, I really just want to know the outcome. I want to know if I'm wasting my time. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. And I feel like your guides are like, okay, fine. You want the truth? You want the lowdown, dirty scoop of what you've been missing this whole time? Let's just spell it out. The High Priestess. It feels like you already know the truth, but you would rather be told. It's easier if you're told by spirit. That way it's undeniable. You have some kind of proof. It almost feels like when people go through spiritual lessons, if they learn it on their own, they're not sure if they actually learned it, because it could just be an opinion. But if they're told spiritually, then it feels more concrete. It feels more correct, I guess, in whatever form. Something could be going on during the full moon, and I'm fairly certain that is next Sunday. That would be Samhain for those of you who do Halloween according to the moon. But something is fine. I'm going to show you balance. And this feels like it's a gift. You may have put it out there to spirit or to whoever, or just thinking about this. Like, if I just knew the truth behind the situation, I could find balance, because I'm confused. And the star, you may have wished upon a star for that. Give me the truth of the situation so that I know. It could even be so that I know what path to take, so that I can focus, because if I'm not supposed to be focusing on this one thing, I need to know. And it feels like your guides and angels are in agreement with that, and they put like spiritual filters around you so that you are able to see clearly. The Hierophant, it feels like you asked, begged even, just show me the truth. And I keep saying the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. Could be about a foundation or a relationship, but I'm just going to kind of keep it vague because it's a collective reading. You know, point me in the right direction. Particularly those of you who are Gemini North Node, that's supposed to be the direction. Show it to me and I'll follow it. Feels like you're telling spirit, I'll do whatever I'm supposed to do if I knew what that was. And sometimes spirit's like, well, that's how it's supposed to be because that's how you learn lessons. But we're like, okay, it's easier to learn the lesson if I know what lesson I'm supposed to be learning. Because somebody won't look at it. Maybe they've just been looking away from a situation. They have been, there's a little person standing back here on this mound, and they're like, nope, I don't even want to look at your stupid face. That's exactly what a llama would say. I'm going to spit at you. Get away from me. But it's 4 of Cups. It's an unexpected thing. They do unexpected things. And you currently want to spit at them like a llama. And so we start out this time frame like the spirit, look, I'm totally willing to continue my lessons. I want to do the shadow work, but I need to know what it is. I feel like I'm not catching the net. Show it to me. And then so it gets shown, and first thing you spit at it. Get away from me. And your guides collectively roll their eyes. And so I saw 2 of Cups and 8 of Wands. So clearly there's a reaching out. What happens when we're being shown? How does that go down? It's an Emperor. They could have a really short beard, like it's full and thick, but it's really short. They could own their own business. 10 of Cups, you could see nothing but glee and joy with them. I'm noticing a particular image back there that might be on your mind all the time. I'm not going to say it so that we don't get flagged, but you know what I mean if you look at it closely. They are the cream of the crop, and currently you want to spit in their face. But the sun, but if this llama would stop being a brat, they could admit that this is the one that would make them happiness if they could choose. So there's a you haven't been talking to them, you haven't seen them, there's devil energy involved, and that's probably why you're like, I spit at you. Pata. And now you're like, what the F is this, spirit? Will you just show me what the purpose is? Anonymous. Ace of Pentacles. Strength. They appear like a freaking apparition. This is rooted way down, deep down in lots and lots and lots of past lives. As above, so below. You're supposed to be interacting with this person. But you've been showing up to this contract alone. And then they show up. The Lovers. They keep showing up. That's the first part. I heard that's the first part. Because you're like, Spirit, show me the way. And they're like, well, the first part is they're not going away. This is something that is going to continue for a lifetime. You've already spiritually imprinted on this person. And it's like whenever you ask Spirit to show you, they show up. But you might actually see them. They don't show up in your phone. They don't DM. It's like you're minding your own business, standing somewhere, maybe with your hands, you're just standing in line or whatever. And they appear. And they walk right up to you. It feels like they walk right up to you, like they appear in your face. And it might shock you, but the heart, Aquarius, or the star, and the fireworks. And there's an immediate electric reaction. You might just stare at each other. You might not even say anything. You just look at each other and you both vibe in this like electric reaction. And it sparks something. It lights it right back up. And then they text. So, but do you see what's happening? I'm like, Spirit, show me the way. And they repeat whatever has already happened. What do they text? What I really meant to say is that I'm sorry for the way I am. 8 of Cups. 3 of Wands. Feels like they are straight up, like, if you were single, you wouldn't be. It feels like a jaw-dropping moment. You're like, what? If you were single, you wouldn't be. I want to write that down because that's the point. The World. And the Fool and Ace of Pentacles. It's like they fucking make it clear. And then just like mic drop. And leave you to think about that. And then like drive off all gallant. And you're like, that is the soul contract? That's what I've been missing? That if I would pick them, I would have them? That feels like bullshit. It feels like, yeah, a 7 of Swords. See, because you probably don't believe it. The Emperor. They could have a really short gray beard. That's twice. Look, they look exactly the same in both decks. It's that person. They could have a really prominent nose. You might like their nose. But they, when they say what they need to say, they say it with their eyes closed. Because it feels very exacting. If you were single, you wouldn't be. And it feels like new man on the Minnesota Vikings. You just, it feels like you sit there with your jaw hanging open because you're telling Spirit, show me. Stop with the vague, stop with the cryptic. Please don't smite me, but I would love to learn this lesson and do what it is that I'm spiritually supposed to do if I knew what that was. And they walk right up to you. And they were like, if you would just choose me, you could have me. And I feel like it sparks a flame. It is more than a tower moment. It is huge realization. It is, I feel like your jaw is on the ground. Like, how did I not know that? This whole time. It feels like you never thought that they were the way. You never even thought they were into you. You never thought anything because you want to spit in their face because they act like a stupid boy. And your guides and everything, they're sick of it. They're like, okay, this is never going to get started because this one's full of ego and this one won't look at them. Look, both of you, eyes closed and looking away. Llamas are hilarious. I'm just saying. And I feel like that's a cliffhanger because you sit there with your mouth hanging open like, what do I do now? So let's go figure that out, okay? We're going to unpack all of this. We're going to figure out what happens next. The links for the box, for the extended will be in the box below. You can join us on members, and we do lots of things over there, daily moons, all kinds of other stuff, or you can just get one in Vimeo. Glad to have you either way, but if this is where we part ways, I will catch you next time, Gemini. Have a good one.